Race number 5 at Belmont on Saturday will jump at 10 past 3. It's the Argonaut Corporate Advisors and Stockbrokers handicap over 2,000 metres. The replay horse can look at the last start win of New Age.
The Magic Las Vegas, the outside. Dane Finn back on the rail. Triple Express gets into the clear. Our mate Charlie now. New Age starts to put in a run, and trying to go with her is Gifted Warrior. Inside the 200, Midnight Banquet leading, but New Age is charging. New Age is grabbing Midnight Banquet. New Age runs to the lead from Midnight Banquet, Triple Express, and New Age wins.
New Age has now won 5 of its 8 starts. It's on the quick backup on Saturday, and there's been legitimate excuses for the 3 losses. Has either been wide or over raced or found traffic problems. I'm trusting William Pike here from barrier number 7 to be in the right spot and for New Age to continue to rise through the grade. She goes on top from number 7, Prying Tom. Looks like it'll appreciate 2,000 metres. He's third up on Saturday. He's been finishing off really well, and stepping up from 1,400 metres I think is a good move. Number 11, Bow Count, has won his last 2 starts, led all of the way in each of them. They've weaker races for mine. I think Randy Can from an outside gate will find it a little bit more difficult on Saturday. And then number 10, Red Army, loses William Pike, who's been aboard most of the time, this horse. He's been a little bit disappointing, has to be said, since winning at Northern on WA Day. He goes into minors here, but certainly not on top of Pike's mount. My top selection in race number 5 is number 9, New Age, to beat 7, Prying Tom, 11, Bow Count, and 10, Red Army. Race number 6 at Belmont on Saturday will jump at 3:45. It's the first of the features. It's the Aquanita Stakes over 2,000 metres at listed level, honouring the 1962 Cox Plate champion. The replay horse, when we look at State Prosecutor winning the Belmont Guineas.
Just about put the nose in front of Lickety Split, but Roganella has got out now, and Ms. Lecky joined in as well. Tracciato is just in front. Roganella, Necklet starting to come through. Can't get a run though. Holding it in the stablemate. Just in front, Tracciato. State Prosecutor from nowhere is steaming down the outside. It's Roganella, Necklet, State Prosecutor all over the top. What a win. State Prosecutor from last.
State Prosecutor is a puzzle that William Pike, Team Williams and Bob Peters appear to have solved, and he rewarded them with victory in the replay race. That's the Belmont Guineas. This doesn't look like the strongest edition of the Aquanita Stakes. It was won by variation last year. Not sure there's a horse of his calibre in this race, but number 3, State Prosecutor, does look the best of the bunch, and I think will be hard to beat with William Pike aboard. Goes on top from the main danger being number 2, Come Play With Me, has improved considerably since going around in the Derby. Finished 7th in the Derby, probably came a bit too soon. Has won 3 of its last 4 starts, beaten Elegant Blast in the last 2 of those. I think he's ready for this, and I think he is the main danger. Number 1, Debelatio, has 2 lengths to find on State Prosecutor from the Belmont Guineas. Did win the Sires last year, but that was, as I've said on numerous occasions, a low rating race. And then number 6, Tracciato, was another place back from Debelatio in the Belmont Guineas, goes in for 4th. My top selection in the Aquanita Stakes, we go with number 3, State Prosecutor, to be 2, Come Play With Me, 1, Debelatio, and 6, Tracciato. Race number 7 at Belmont on Saturday will jump at 4:20. It's the other feature on the card. It's the Belmont Oaks over 2,000 metres at listed level. In replay, we look at the number 1 horse, Ms. Lecky, finishing 6th in the Belmont Guineas.
Just about put the nose in front of Lickety Split, but Roganella has got out now, and Ms. Lecky joined in as well. Tracciato is just in front. Roganella, Necklet starting to come through. Can't get a run though. Holding it in the stablemate. Just in front, Tracciato. State Prosecutor from nowhere is steaming down the outside. It's Roganella, Necklet, State Prosecutor all over the top. What a win. State Prosecutor from last as well.
Ms. Lecky's not had the greatest amount of luck, certainly in this last 2 starts. Was wide throughout behind State Prosecutor in the replay race, and was wide the start before that as well behind Keeper's Son. I'm not sure she really wants 2,000 metres. It's certainly probably not going to be her optimum trip, but she's all class. She's won 2 listed races, and if they don't go particularly hard here from barrier number 6, I think Ms. Lecky, with her turn of foot, will be really hard to beat. She goes on top from number 5, Send My Love, certainly bred to improve over ground. I think she'll eat up the 2,000 metres. She may well be a 1.5-mile horse and maybe a Perth Cup contender in future seasons. Number 4, Paddy Shadow, is another likely improver up in trip. Had the fastest final furlong last start behind Rock on Tommy. does step up from 1,400 to 2,000, but goes in for third. And then number 8, Kelly's Gem, was an impressive winner in midweek race. The blinkers went on that start. Adam Durant was trying to get the horse to this race. He's managed to do it. Has to turn the tables on Send My Love, and Paddy's Shadow goes in for the minors. My top selection in race number 7, the Oaks. I'm going to go with number 1, Ms. Lecky, to beat 5, Send My Love, 4, Paddy's Shadow, and 8, Kelly's Gem. Race number 8 at Belmont on Saturday will jump at 5 minutes to 5. It's the Varley Peter Miguel handicap over 1,400 metres. The replay horse can look at Flying Time, finishing 4th in the HD Bolton Sprint.
War God the inside, Flying Time to the outside. Pretentious Chant trying to weave its way through, travels well, and Prophet Street behind it, and then came Meteorite. Rebel King has raced up at Durandell, got the inside run, and then it's it. War God and Flying Time is late. It's Rebel King just in front. War God at a price is coming at it. Durandell fights back. War God, Durandell come together. War God, Durandell.
Flying Time will turn 9 next month, but he meets the winner of the HD Bolton Sprint, War God, 5.5 kilos better than 2 weeks ago, and there was only 1.5 lengths between them, and he lines up well with several of the other runners in this race. Going to put him on top here in his 71st start. From number 10, Gonna Go, who loses his bar plates for the first time this preparation. Jason Pateman's got an opinion of this horse. Barrier 1 suits as well. He dropped 6.5 kilos from carrying 60.5 last time out. Number 8, Art Series, is very classy, but you have to take her on trust. She hasn't run for 4 weeks and the bar plates are on. And then number 1, War God, who won the replay race, faces a really tough task. Has got a lot of weight here, even with the claim, gets 58.5 and an outside gate, but has to be in your numbers somewhere. My top selection in race number 8, going to go with number 6, the Old Boy, Flying Time, to beat 10, Gonna Go, 8, Art Series, and 1, War God. It's now time to nominate my best bets on the Belmont card this Saturday. Going to go early in race number 2, Great Again, to live up to his name and complete his hat-trick. And then in race number 6, the Aquanita Stakes, the obvious one, number 3, State Prosecutor, to build on his Guineas win. It's easy to stay up to date with everything that's happening at Perth Racing. You can log onto our website or you can follow us on social media. Until next time, bye for now.